Well, people think I'm weird too, so it happens to both of us.
Yeah.
Um, you said in our last interview how you missed the level of action, you missed taking out bad guys, and you genuinely missed that feeling. But like you said earlier, you hated the army.
Yeah.
So could you explain to the audience who might be a little confused by, well, he misses it, but he hated a lot of it as well. What was it specifically that you desperately, it's like I think in the first interview you kind of clinched your hands up and you're like, ooh, what creates that visceral emotional thing that you miss?
It's the fight. It's the facing the tank. It's taking a risk. And that's what these students that are protesting need to do is take a risk of considering somebody else's opinion and the fact that you're saying that Israel doesn't have a right to exist. Consider using logic. One, it's why I coach football. I was asked to. I don't know it. I didn't play it, but my friend said just trust me and speak about what's on your heart, and the guys will get it, and they do. I'm nervous as shit doing that, but I do it. A podcast. Uh, you know, I'm not a freaking. I can't do that. You have got so many people say, man, that dude knew he's a good interviewer. Talking about our first one, he knew the questions to ask you and all that. It's not easy. Like my little rudimentary podcast, it's fun, and we got like 6 listeners, 2 in India and 1 in Russia and 1 in Alaska. But I don't care, man. It's like I also get you know people's feedback, and it's worth it. So, uh, but okay, do I miss it? It's living. Okay, sneaking up, sneaking up, and putting a bomb on somebody's door is living because you might get shot through that door. Man, everything goes quiet, and you're wearing pelters, which amplify everything. And they shut off, so they block the gunfire from your ears. They're awesome. Uh, you hear the radio on them, but they also amplify sounds around you. So it's like every little step you take, you can hear, and you're being so quiet. You're putting your charge up. Um, there's one time I put this charge up and I get back and it blows, and my buddies are behind this. They're pulling security for me, looking in on ladders over a wall. Boom, the door blows right before, it was a delayed charge. So right before it went off, I saw my buddy like like this, and I'm looking at him. And then I found out later, like the guy opened the door right as the charge went off. Ooh. He lived, but it like blew his pants off. It was like comic, like a, cartoon. And but I don't know, things like that, like, you know, that's a story that we'll tell forever. Because it was funny, Um, we dusted the guy off, and we weren't trying to kill him, and he's fine. We got our intel, and we got a funny story out of it. But yeah, the what I miss, I say that I miss it when I'm asked, like, do you miss it? No. I'm so glad I'm retired. But man, if I could, yeah, like once more into the breach, there's just nothing like it. Um, Nothing like it.
And everyone I've ever interviewed from your old unit says the exact same thing. From the moment the helicopter touches down or whenever it is to when you pack it up and go home, they all say that you cannot put into words what that feeling is like going through the door.
Yeah, and you can take that to anybody in life anywhere. What's your tank? What is it that you are so afraid of, but that you need to do for whatever reason? You need to face it or confront somebody or leave somebody or whatever. I promise if you do it and ask for help here horizontally and vertically, you will get that help, and you will live.